Hey everybody, welcome back to another Foundations lesson today. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit more practicing with our letters and our sounds and some digraphs, and we'll see what we come up with today. So I'm going to have you go ahead and grab your Foundations writing paper again, inside your sheet protector and your dry erase marker and your dry eraser, and we'll go ahead and we'll do some spelling together. All right. So friends, the other day we did some spelling with some digraphs. I made sure I threw some digraphs in there, and we ended up writing a sentence. I was running low on time with my recording. So what we're going to do is same kind of idea, and I'll just try to move a little bit faster so I can work us through the sentence at the end. So friends, let's go ahead and start, and we're going to spell a nonsense word. So a nonsense word, remember, is a word that is not a real word, but if you were to tap out the sounds, it still makes the sounds you think it should. All right, so what if I were to say, jazz, jazz, j, a, z, jazz. All right, let's see, j, j. Which letter says the j, j sound? J, great job. So when I make my letter J, everybody, I am going to be starting at the plain line, but a J is a worm letter. So it's going to go below the grass line and down to the worm line. All right, so I'm going to start at plain. I'm going to go all the way down to worm, and I'm going to give it a hook to the left. Now, just make sure you give it a little dot as well. No big dot, nothing fancy, just enough of a dot so you can see it. And make sure your dot is a little higher than the top of the J. You don't want it sitting right on top of the J, then you probably won't even see the dot at all. All right, so jazz, j, ah, ah. Which vowel says ah, ah? E, awesome job. So E is an interesting letter. It doesn't start at a line. It starts in between the plain line and the grass line. So I try to make a little dot about halfway between those two lines, and then all I do, I make a straight line and I give it a C. Good job. J, a, z. Which letter says the z sound? Z, awesome job. There's my Z. So Z starts at the plain line. I'm going to give it a line straight across, and I'm actually going to go diagonal down to the grass line like the number 7. So it actually looks like the number 7 for just a minute, and then I give it a final line down at the bottom. All right, there's our word jazz, j-as, jazz. All right, let's start. Let's jump right in. I think we're ready for some digraphs, and then we'll go ahead and write a sentence together. So friends, what if I wanted to spell the word dish? Sometimes in the kitchen, I need a dish from the cabinet. So if I were to tap out the word dish, d, ish, dish. All right, let's start with that first sound. D, d, d. Which letter says d, d? D, good work. Now remember, the D has a doorknob than a door. It actually looks like a C when I start writing. That turns into a D. So let me lose a finger space here. All right, and I'm going to start at the plain line. And all I'm going to do, friends, is go backwards and make the letter C for just a minute. Then I'm going to go straight up to that skyline. Here you go. There's my D. D, I, I. Which vowel says I, I? I. Good work. D, I, sh. What letter or letters says sh? S-H. Great. There's my S-H. All right, so S, remember, starts at that plain line, and I just make like a mini little C. Then I'm going to swoop it the other way and finish down at the grass line. Great job with that. D, I, sh. I need my H. Okay, start up at the skyline, go all the way straight down, and then give it a little bit of a bump. Great job. So far we had a nonsense word, jazz, and then we wrote a real word, dish, d-ish. There's my digraph right down there. Awesome. All right, why don't we go ahead and let's, why don't we do a trickier digraph word, and then we'll write a sentence. When I'm thinking of a trickier digraph word, it's going to be a little bit bigger. It has a couple more letters than we're used to doing. What if I wanted to say that someone is really quick? Like they're really fast, they're quick. Let's try sounding out the word quick. Qu, qu, quick. I only tapped 3 sounds, but I'm going to tell you it has more than 3 letters. All right, that first sound I tapped for the onset, qua, qua, qua. What letter or letters makes the qua, qua, qua sound? This is a tricky one. We haven't done it in a while. Qua, qua. Q. U says qua, like queen. All right, finger space. Now, we haven't done a Q in a long time. So a Q actually starts off like the letter C also. So start at that plain line, go down to the grass, go back up for a minute. Actually, you can make a little bit of an A if you'd like to. And then we're going to go down to the worm line. Watch this. Down to the worm and give it a hook to the right. There you go. So Q and Q's have to have a U next door or else you can't spell a real word. So U starts at plain line. Go ahead and swoop it to the grass line. Right back up to plain, and then a little line down to grass, just like the letter A. Good job. So far we have qua, which vowel says I. I, great job. I's a nice easy from plain down to grass. Give it a dot. Just like the J, make sure the dot's a little bit higher than the top of the I. You don't want it sitting right on it. It will look a little funny. All right, we have qua, k. Now, this is tricky. I know a C says k, a K says k, and a CK says k. Which one makes the most sense to put at the end of the word? At the end. Oh, CK. If you hear that k at the end of the word, most likely it's a CK. All right, for a C, make sure you start at the plain, swoop around, go down to grass. Here's the K. K's goofy, just like the other day. It starts at the plain line, it goes straight down to grass, and when you make those little side diagonal lines, you're going to want to go halfway between plain and grass, halfway. I try to put a little dot if you need a little starter dot. One goes up to plain, one goes down to grass. Great job. That was a tricky word. Look at that. There's 5 letters in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Q, U made one sound, qua. I made one sound, and k made one sound. That's why there are only 3 taps, but 5 letters. Interesting. I like that. All right, one final task today, friends. We're going to write a sentence. Here's our sentence for today, and we'll count out the words. That is a bad rash. That is a bad rash. 5 words. Let's go ahead and start writing it. That is a bad rash. So what do I need to remember when I'm starting a sentence? What do I need to remember about that first letter at the beginning of a sentence? It always needs to be uppercase. So when I'm spelling the word that, I need to make that first letter uppercase. So let's think about the word that. That. All right. Is what sounds, my friends. TH, great job. Make an uppercase T. Here's my uppercase T. TH we said, right? And then I have is a. Good job. And my final sound, at, T, good work. All right. That, finger space, is, do we remember how to spell is? Is. It sounds like I-Z, but it's really not I-Z. Does anyone remember what it is? I-S. Good job. Make sure your finger space is there. I-S. Good work. That is that's pretty nice. What do I just write? N-A. Should it be uppercase or lowercase? Lowercase. There's no reason for that A to be uppercase. It's not at the beginning of a word. And it's not somebody's name. All right, great job. That is a space bad. B-A-D. Bad. B-B-B. What letter says B? B. All right, we haven't done a B in a while. The B has the line first. It's the bat, then the ball. So for my B, make sure you leave your finger space. I'm going to start up at plain, go down to grass. Just give it a bump in the center at the plain line. Good job. A bat, then a ball. B-A-A. Good work. Now my paper is two separate papers here, so it's going to be look a little funny right there. B-A-D. D. Good work. So that's my C that turns into my D. C turns into a D. Great job. That is a bad rash. All right, leave my finger space. R. Good work. A. A. Good job. I'm not tapping just because we're doing our sentence and I have to keep turning around. Sh. Which letter or letters says sh? S-H. Great job. There's my digraph. Right there. Awesome. Now what should I do at the very end of a sentence so my reader knows I'm done? Put a period. Woohoo! Great job. All right, my friends, you did awesome today. You spelled a nonsense word. You spelled 2 words with digraphs. And look at this whole sentence you just wrote. Awesome work. Can't wait to see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.